How nice it is to start the day with some small bike talk Tuesday morning in Poland, and we're talking about adventure bikes of Felt, made by Felt. This is video you requested. You've been asking me about three models: V55 versus V85 and V100. And this is really going to be short episode as for my way of talking about bikes, because there is actually two problems I have with these bikes, and these are those numbers here. So the price of those three models, and also, in my opinion, discrepancy between the prices and components on those three levels, I just don't like it. Now, in general, if you were to ask me, do I like Felt bicycles, Felt brand, Felt bikes, the quality? Yes, I do like it. They have like wonderful bikes, especially those aero bikes, the track bike they have, awesome. And also, if you see the bike here, that's Felt B16, and that's my bike of choice. In my opinion, one of the best entry-level carbon TT bikes in the world, period. Very good bike at that price, really good price point. Here, it's the opposite, and it's also because of what I told you yesterday. If we have something trendy, it will be more pricey. And here, on these bikes, we have two trendy things. Disc brakes on the road bikes, if you will, and adventure bikes. So a road bike that will allow you to go on the tarmac, off the tarmac, on some gravel, more clearance for wider tires, more comfort, but still quite fast bike, more pricey. But Felt went just too high with the price, in my opinion. This is my opinion, of course. Just tell me what you think, but I would not really recommend buying any of these three models. So we have $2,200 bike, spec'd with some Ultegra components. All three models will have same chassis, so same aluminum alloy butted frame and fork, which is carbon bladed with alloy steerer. This tube here inside is made of aluminum. It's good that it's at least tapered. But once more, $2,200 here. Then we have 105 components for $1,500, and finally the model V100 is $1,000, and it's just too pricey. Let's start with the cheapest one. Oh, the picture isn't really larger here. $1,000. What do we pay for? So we have, let's say, nice aluminum frame with carbon bladed fork, but the components here are super cheap. We have Shimano Claris, which I have nothing against really, but not at this price point, $1,000. And you know, disc brakes and the adventure geometry of the bike doesn't make it in my opinion, worth $1,000. We have here one thing that is really like old type and not really recommended by me, by Shyback, and that's square tapered bottom bracket. The bottom bracket, the part here inside, will be very heavy. It won't be stiff. Some say it's durable, some say it's not durable, but it is really old type. It's not. We have way better technologies now for the bottom brackets for really like low price, but this is like super cheap, not entry level, super cheap stuff. So this is just way too much in my opinion for what we get. Shimano Claris, you have 2x8, so the 8 gears in the rear is okay for beginner cyclists. If you don't have too many mountains, if your terrain, your area isn't too hilly, that will be just fine, but not for $1,000. Most of the bikes spec'd with Shimano Claris components should be below $800. Disc brakes here are mechanical, really budget disc brakes, so it doesn't make this bike really worth $1,000 in my opinion. Then another problem is discrepancy. We pay another $500 for exact the same chassis, and we have some 105 components and still mechanical disc brakes, and that's it. You know, those brakes can be okay, but these are not really expensive, so I don't really see where these $500 go here. And finally, we add another $700 to get hydraulic disc brakes and some Ultegra components, but same chassis. So I don't understand really what's going on here. I just don't like the prices of those bikes, so that's what I'm telling you. You can find, like on eBay US, you can find felt V100 for $745. That's way better. That, I would say, it's kind of worth the price here. And the V55 would also cost $1,500. V55, yeah, so exact the same price, but you can offer the price. So I would come up with an offer of just I would say $1,200 and see how the seller would respond. That's what I would do. Just to give you some comparison, you can buy a bike like Scott's Speedster. I know this is not the typical adventure bike, but this is gravel bike, so also kind of similar genre. And this one would cost $1,800. In Europe, it costs 1,600 euros, so it's just over, not 18, over $1,700. Some Ultegra components, hydraulic disc brakes, really good chassis, just, you know, good bike. But not $2,200, and the other one is just crushing the price of felt, and that's the adventure bike, Giant Any Road. This one is spec'd with 105 components and mechanical disc brakes, TRP Spire, good ones, $1,800. But what's most important here, this is the carbon bike. So $1,850 for Any Road Comax carbon bike is just crushing, for example, this one or even this one. You have some Ultegra components, but it doesn't make really so much difference. There will be just 250 grams difference in terms of the weight, and that's it. So good bikes, but overpriced, and that's what I wanted to tell you here. Just please share with me, what do you think about it? Let others know in the comments. If you have one of these, let us know what do you think about geometry, comfort, and so on. But I hope if you really like felt V models, that you will be able to find those for way cheaper, not $100, but way cheaper than we have here on the website. All right, thanks for watching. Tomorrow, you just stay tuned with me, because we're gonna have our Cycling Academy lesson 2, our first workout together. See ya. Keep it short and simple.